Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be the third update on the Apache Lake Smallmouth Restoration Project, and I've got some incredibly great news for you about people wanting to step up and offer some matching donations. In other words, we hit a certain amount of number and they're going to match that number. I'll get to that in a second, but first, 2 weeks into this and we've raised $2,000 already, and I know we've just begun because I know most of you out there who are watching these videos have not yet donated to this effort, but I think in the next uh, week or two you're going to want to jump in and help do that. Before I get to that, real quick, I do want to talk about something we're going to do with Gary Simp. So Gary Simp, he's a Arizona guide. He's been working with the Game and Fish, and he's the liaison between the I'm sorry, the Midweek Bass Club and the Game and Fish. And he has got a meeting scheduled next week for where I and Gary can go and we can film and ask some questions of the Game and Fish about this whole process, right? So that's going to be very informative. We're going to, learn exactly all the details of how this is going to work, and even talk about golden algae. We're going to talk about the best timing given where we're at the moment with fundraising. So that'll be a great interview, and hopefully we can put that together and get it out next week sometime. But for right now, the most important thing to everybody to understand is I have a donor who has stepped up and said he will match $1,000 for the next $1,000 we raise from the moment that I publish this video. I'm going to start tracking. So the next $1,000 we get from you in the Arizona fishing community, once we hit that $1,000, this donor will donate the next $1,000. So if you do the math here, we have 2,000 now, and probably by the end of the next week we're going to have 4,000. So we're going to be on our way to the 10,000 mark. What's also interesting, I have a donor who is also talking about doing the same thing. So I think we're going to have a significant amount of matching money showing up here in the next few weeks, but it's not going to work unless you step up and you donate. So now's the time right now to, after this video, go to the link, click on it, and donate. I can tell you there are a lot of anglers out there like me who've experienced fishing for smallmouth in Apache Lake. We know what it's like. It's awesome. It's incredible. These big, beautiful fish. Here is some video of me catching big, beautiful fish at Mojave. But let's get them a little closer to home. Let's get these big, giant smallmouth in Apache. That's the goal, and we're gonna achieve that goal. So, but only if you donate. Give us your 20 bucks. Break out the Benjamins, like I said in the first video. $100 is nothing right now, right? To the people who know what smallmouth fishing is like in Arizona and Apache Lake, what it's really like, it's awesome. It's worth the try. I know that there's a lot of concern about what happens if it doesn't work. Well, what happens if it does work? Okay, we take a chance. We're going to take some risk. We're going to get some smallmouth in Apache, and we're going to see what happens. But like I've said in the past, this isn't a one-hit wonder. We're going to keep pushing for the restoration of smallmouth in Apache with Game and Fish and with the community. We're going to get it done, and in a couple years from now, we're all going to be very, very smiling, very happy when it's January, and it's hard to catch a largemouth bass, but you can go up there and you can catch all kinds of smallmouth. Okay, that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're shooting for. So please join in, make that donation. Many of you have already. We've got $100 donations, $200 donations. I love the people who's putting in 20 bucks because it's like they're doing it. They're spending 20 bucks to make this happen. So I appreciate all that. Every cent we've already collected. Thank you everybody for doing that. It's appreciated, and I guarantee you generations of Arizona anglers are going to appreciate you when you also donate here in the future. So remember, be free out there. We're Americans. We deserve to be free.